All right, this is Dr. Jeff McNairy, and I'm the Chief Medical Officer here at Rythmia Life Advancement Center in Costa Rica. And today I'm going to talk about the self-healing components associated with plant medicine. So, our body is the best healing mechanism that exists for us to do what we need to do to become healthy, connected, and plugged into ourselves. So what happens in society is that we're taught from a young age that we need to go see the doctor, we need to go see a therapist, we need to go get these procedures done. There's all this external work that we're told we have to do, these outside sources to heal ourselves, right? We're all told this. And what I've come to learn in the last several years here and working at Rythmia is that our own body is the best healer of ourselves. And I'm not talking about just like medical issues and like physical things. I'm talking about psychological issues, emotional issues, spiritual issues. There is nothing outside of ourselves that we need to look for to heal what's going on with us. We can heal ourselves through our own individual connection and our own uniting of our spiritual and emotional self with our physical self. So this week, by the way, down here at Rythmia, we have an amazing guest, and he's a regular that comes here a couple times a year. And his name is Taita Juanito. And Taita Juanito is a shaman from Colombia. And this guy he's super young. He's in his 30s. And he is very wise. And he supervises and oversees all of our plant medicine ceremonies that we do here. And something he talked about, he just broke it down really simple. He said, when our soul is disconnected from our physical body, that's when disease and illness and psychological problems and addiction and all kinds of things start to come in and take over. And I've known that to be true working in Los Angeles for many years, doing therapy with so many people and being in so many different healthcare environments that, people that are plugged into themselves and super connected are the most happy and healthy and excited about life people I've ever met. So, when I was at UCLA studying my master's degree in public health, which was like a really cool environment to learn about healthcare. We were learning about preventative medicine. We were learning about alternative ways to look at healthcare to be cost effective, because, public health is about saving money and about healing communities of people. And what I learned in this environment at UCLA, which was amazing, I was in my epidemiology course. It was a year-long course, and I learned. They showed us a video, and this video was incredible because it showed about 15 terminally ill patients who had been given less than a year to live for various reasons. Cancer was a number one reason. There were some other health concerns. And they took 15 of these people that had, the medical doctors had told them that they had less than a year to live. And they took these people and they put them out onto a retreat. And this retreat was in nature. It was really peaceful. It was away from all of society's sort of like, noise and distraction. And they did meditation, they did sound healing, they did body work like acupuncture and massage. And they did a ton of things that were basically holistic remedies to help. And they also counseled them and had them think really positive thoughts and had them think like about being healed and about overcoming their diagnosis. And it was incredible because there was a significant number of these people that have been told that they had terminal illnesses there was a significant amount of these people that all of a sudden were healed, and their cancers and their brain tumors and their chronic diseases just went away. And they showed these patients going back to the practice that they had with their doctors, going back to their offices and hospitals and around the country. And the doctors were like astounded. Like, we don't know what happened. This is a miracle. This is like, you're 1 in a million. This is a random occurrence that you healed yourself and you've changed, right? And I just thought that was the most fascinating experiment that I was able to watch when I was in my graduate school at UCLA, that if people are connected to themselves and plugged in to who they are, and their physical, emotional self are together, their spiritual self, they're all together, and they're thinking positive, and they're doing things that are healthy for their body and healthy for their mind and healthy for their spirit and healthy for their soul, that they can overcome these so-called illnesses, these so-called diseases. I thought it was just the most amazing thing. I was like, wow, how can that happen? Like, how is that something that's possible? And what I've learned here at Rythmia is that when people use plant medicine as a tool, now there's lots of tools that can help you connect with yourself. Plant medicine is one of those things. And when plant medicine is used in the setting that we've set up here at Rythmia, what happens is all illnesses, all psychological ailments, all ways of thinking that are destructive and that are upsetting to somebody, they go away. They go away, because when you plug into yourself, and your spiritual self is together with your physical self, all disease and ailments and upset vibes and things that you're dealing with, they go away, because your body wants to heal you. Your body is an amazing mechanism. It's an amazing tool to move forward in life in a way that, you know, if you're plugged into yourself, you don't have to deal with all the chaos that's going on in the world, and you don't have to deal with all this insane, ridiculous external sources that are told to you in order to change. So what I love about plant medicine is that it's a super fast way to plug back into yourself. It's an amazingly strong and powerful source that you can use, that's natural, that helps you connect with your soul and connect with you and get you connected in a way that's going to help you resolve and overcome some of these things you're dealing with. So, you know, I had a hard time believing it at first, because, you know, I've been taught for 18 plus years of graduate school that, you know, if you have certain conditions that are medical related, you have to go do these protocols of meds and these surgeries and all this other stuff. And, you know, the outcome statistics on chronic illness and cancer and personality disorders and all these things that, like, you know, society has labeled, the outcome results are very bad. They're dismal. And there's not a lot of hope for people that are given these diagnoses. So what I learned, and what I've been learning here at Rythmia, you know, working with our medical team and also working with all these shaman and these plant medicine providers, is that the answer is in you. The answer is in you. You have everything you need to heal yourself. You have everything that's required to overcome any situation you may be faced with. And so the beauty of plant medicine is that it's something that can work very quickly. And I've talked about this in other Facebook Lives, that the urgency that we have as people to change is real. And we don't have, you know, years and years and decades to you go through this shift. We need to have it happen now. We need it to be quick. And so there's nothing wrong with something happening fast. There's nothing wrong with that. It's an urgent matter. So if you're someone that's diagnosed with a chronic illness, whether it's mental health or a physical issue, come to Rythmia, because the practitioners that we have here believe and know for a fact that you can be healed. When you go to other facilities, the practitioners and the doctors and the people you're working with, they don't have a whole lot of hope for you. So if the practitioners you're working with don't have a whole lot of hope, what's that energy like that you're facing? It's like you're in an environment that's like doesn't believe you can change and be healed. You know, that's not a good environment to be in. We believe here because we've seen it in thousands of cases. We have an environment here of healing. When you come to my intake, right? I do a medical interview and an intake, and you present with all these different situations, whether they're mental, physical, whatever it is. I say, okay, cool. By the end of the week, you're going to be healed from that. I have absolute 100% confidence in this procedure. I've seen it go on. I've seen it happen in every day. You will heal yourself because you will be completely plugged into yourself. You will know what you need to do to change. I invite you to Rythmia. I can't wait to meet you. I'm excited for all the possibilities that we have here for you and all the change that's going to occur. This is an amazing facility. I'm just like constantly shocked. I meet new people every weekend, you know, I do their intakes and I meet them like, wow, this is intense. This is going to be intense, you know. This person is dealing with a lot. I'm like, wow. But then I remind myself, wait a minute. We just had these similar situations, you know, last week or the week before. The people left here healed. This is a huge, groundbreaking movement that's occurring. Self-healing. Plant medicine is one tool that can help you. Come to Rythmia and check it out. You won't be disappointed. I look forward to meeting you. I'll see you soon. Pura vida.